sure you could really see me from back there, so that's why I came over here to do this. And I just want to share a little bit today about Advent Conspiracy. And what we're doing through the season of Advent is that we're following the book Advent Conspiracy. The first thing we talked about was how we worship fully. Worshiping God fully, and if we can get that into our lives and get that as a priority, then everything else will fall into place. Last week we took a look at how do we spend less. And in your bulletin, there's an insert with one side of the insert has ways that you might be able to spend less. Now, this is a lifetime commitment. This isn't just saying, okay, this Advent, try to do all of these things. It doesn't work that way. Advent Conspiracy is really starting in Advent, but now committing to a new way of life, a new way of being. And today we're going to look at how do we give more. Now it almost seems contradictory, doesn't it? If we say we want to spend less, but then we say we want to give more. Well, it depends on what the giving is. You see, we use God's example as the example of giving that we could be doing. Because God gave the gift of presence. Presence. In the form of a baby born in a manger. Jesus gave up everything so that he might come to this world to be like us. And we may say, well, why in the world? I mean, what in the world? Why would Jesus do that? Give up everything to be like us? Because God was fully aware that we wouldn't listen to anything else. Nothing could come to this world that would make us even remotely listen to what God wants for us in this world. And so God came as one of us. God came as a baby born in a manger. God gave the most precious gift that anyone can give to another person. And that is the gift of presence. The gift of relationship. You see, when we say that we are to give more, it's more about how do we give relational gifts. How do we enter into a relationship with someone else so that the gifts that we are giving are more gifts that are geared toward them and not just, well, here's for a 10-year-old boy, and go ahead and buy anything for a 10-year-old boy. Now, I'm not saying the NYAP gifts aren't good. They are absolutely good. But what I am saying is, when we can enter into a relationship with someone and then give them the best gift, and that's the gift of our time. And we all know how precious time is, don't we? Because it's not an unlimited resource. Our time is limited. And so if we give our time to someone, we are telling them how precious they are to us and how special they are to us, because we want them to have part of us in giving our time. I want to say this today because of what we're going to hear next. Because all of these folks here have given the gift of their time. It takes a lot of work to put together something like this. And we are the ones who benefit. In essence, they're giving us the gift of their presence today. They're giving us the gift of time. They're giving us the gift of relationship. Because I know, without a doubt, because I've been to a lot of these, I know that we're going to walk out and a lot of you are going to say, boy, that really put me in the Christmas mood. Because it will. It is the gift of presence. It is the gift of time. And it is an honor for us to be here to receive this gift from them. And just the same, it is an honor for us to receive the gift of Jesus Christ from God. It was costly. It cost God a lot to give Jesus Christ, because Jesus walked willingly to the cross and died so that we might know forgiveness and so that we might know truly that someone was willing to give his very life, not just time, his very life for us. And so as we turn to Advent Conspiracy, may we look at how we worship God fully. because if we worship God fully, that will change everything we do in our lives. But then we also look at ways that we can spend less. But we also need to look at ways that we can give more. In the same insert on the back side, there are ways that you can give more relationally and preciously. May we remember the gift, that first gift, that precious gift that God gave